Good morning, Merry Meet everyone. Happy Moon Day to you all. I hope you all are doing well today. This week's archetype of the week is the Hierophant. The esoteric name is the Magus of the Eternal. Now, the card number is 5, the rulership is Taurus, and the position on the wheel of the year would be Imbolc. That is the nexus point between the passing winter and the coming spring. The elements here are air and earth. So the Hierophant comes after the Emperor card, and the Emperor card is the energy of self responsibility. It's about building something real, something strong, building that stable foundation, having a clear view of reality, of where you're wanting to go. And that's very goal oriented energy. It can also be like a renewed self of adventure or life. And this is a place of great strength and great connection to others. It's about being devoted to the great work. Now, when we get to the Hierophant, this can be a very controversial card to some people because many think it is a Catholic Pope, but he is not. As we know, the Catholics, just like, you know, other religions, well, the Catholics especially, Christianity, that is a fairly new religion, and they did get their practices from other religions, from other cultures. So just remember that. The Hierophant is an ancient Greek word that came about around the 15th century BC. The Hierophant means is a revealer of holy things. He was the chief of the mystery schools of Ulysses of in Athens, and I believe it is correctly pronounced Elefsia. He is the one who oversaw the rites of initiation, the teachings. He offered sacred words, symbols, and chants during their rites and ceremonies. And it was he that guided the initiates to the sacred mysteries. Uh, Now, remember, like I said, the Greek, different cultures get their ideas from other cultures. So the Greek mysteries um, actually came from the ancient Egyptians' mysteries. So the Hierophant would be likened to Osiris, which is the priest king. Now, the Hierophant and the high priestess are both equal. They both were chosen by bloodline, or it was a position that was inherited. So the high priestess is the embodiment, whereas the Hierophant is the active teaching of the elements and the sacred wisdom. A.E. Waite stated that the Hierophant symbolizes all that is righteous and sacred in the manifest side, which is the physical side of the world. And when we look at the Hierophant card, we see that he too, just like the High Priestess, is in a temple setting. This is a place that reminds us that wisdom is inherited from within everything. The number 5 on this card is important as it is the center of the number 1 and 9. So this is about transition. The number 5 is a number of mediations, and it is about adapting, adjusting to different energies and different ways. This is about intelligence, learning, and education, as well as learning how to be analytical and communicative. This energy is versatile, it's witty, it's quick thinking, but in the negative, it can be nervous, overcritical, and even gossipy. So the Hierophant is considered the mediator between the divine and nature. Now, what's important here, I'm not going to go into the teachings of everything that this card means because there's tons of symbolisms from the way that he's holding his hands up to the 3 bars on his scepter there. But most importantly, what I want you to notice is that his 2 monks that are sitting before him and they are listening to him intently. Okay. Um, Here we are at this transition, and we are at a point where we have to release what no longer serves us so we can go forward to our highest good. Now, his gesture, how he is doing here, um, there's a lot of stuff here, so I'm trying to explain this in a way that um, We can do this because his gestures here, he was saying, he's pointing up. This is an esoteric symbol. But the Hierophant, A.E. Waite also stated that the Hierophant is a channel of grace, belonging to the world of institution as distinct that of nature, and he is the leader of salvation for the human race at large. So this is what I want us to listen to. His placement is very important as it is a point of initiation into a next cycle. So the initiation can go beyond reason, but it should never override it. Okay? Um, The Hierophant is connected to Taurus, which is a fixed earth element. It is steady, it maintains energy, it pushes on. And when it is Taurus season, it is normally when farmers are, really tending their fields and working hard. So this is slow and steady, focused, hard work. The Hierophant does help us to express the sacred that is within us. To our outer world. He reminds us to find divine within, and to get in connection with your higher self, you must go through these challenges. Um, Now, the keys, even down here at the bottom, they're about walking in polarity, walking within harmony. Um, but this is the energy of balanced authority and expression, and it can be about service and tradition. He is loyal. This energy is fertile. It's uplifting of the soul. It's freedom of belief and kindness and compassion. Now, the negative part of this, it could be those who abuse power, being arrogant and self-indulgent. But for this week, we are being advised that we need to sit back and listen. And this is something that I have to, for all of us, when we all get into a student role. Many times when I have students come to me when I'm trying to teach them, it is almost like they're trying to teach me something different. And whereas, yes, we can learn from students at the same rate, you have to abandon what you thought you knew in order to obtain new knowledge. And that is the biggest thing. You want to keep talking, you want to prove yourself, you want to do all this. That is has nothing to do with learning. That is all about your ego. And this is saying for this week, it's time to be quiet and pay attention. There is something that is showing you, there's something that you need to see this week. And it could be anything, a variety of things, but it could be the fact of you learning a new trade. You could be learning a new path. Maybe you are learning how to take better care of your body. When you're doing that, you also have to realize that all the other ways that you used to do has to leave. It has to be, it's no longer viable to your world. You have to leave behind those things that no longer serve you in order to go forward into the newness. And this is really perfect as we are coming into the second half of January. We have the new year in February, and where we're leaving the year of the snake and going into the year of the horse. And there's a lot of elements around that too. There's a lot of energy that's going on right now. And if you haven't listened to my or read my Substack, go over there and read my Substack. I put something in there about the Black Moon Lilith and what is happening from that vantage point. There's a lot of energy that's going on right now, and there's a lot of energy that is showing us that maybe things that we thought we knew we didn't know, and it's time for us to sit down and be the observer and really pay attention to what's going on. And this goes for the outside as well as the inside. Listen to your body, learn how to sit with yourself, figure out what's wrong, leave the bad habits behind, and go forward and live a healthier life. And this is for all things. All things. All right, that is the archetype of the week. I hope you have a wonderful week. Please go check out my Substack. It is in my link tree. All right, you have a wonderful, wonderful day and the rest of the week. Merry part till we merry meet again.